Over the next 5 days, I'm trying to learn as much as I can about building. You may be wondering why I'm building for the next 5 days, and it's because I'm kinda bad at building. If you've seen my builds on SMPs and other servers, they're kind of bad, to be honest. Like, it's crazy. Anyways, let's begin. Day 1. Create the world and name it. Then, learn about block knowledge, aka the foundation. First thing I had to do was make a world and name it, and I had the perfect name for it. Learning to build in 5 days. Pretty good name, am I right? No? Okay. When I first loaded in, I had to find a good spot to build. And I found this spot. The first thing I'm gonna build is a plain basic oak house. I'm gonna speed up this footage so you don't have to watch me build for a while. And I finished. It looks pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, but it's alright. I'll get better throughout the week. Alright, for my next build, I'm gonna search on YouTube. Cool builds in Minecraft. After scrolling for a bit, I found this windmill and I decided to build a tower because of an inspiration, I guess. Alright, this tower is gonna be made out of cobblestone and mossy cobblestone because I think they look pretty good together. And I'm gonna also put a time lapse on this because I don't want you guys watching me build this for 20 minutes straight. Alright, so I'm done with the build. I think it looks pretty good compared to this one. Um, it looks way better. What the heck? Alright. I'm not gonna add any details inside because I'm kinda lazy to do it and I have no idea what to add in it. So I finished 2 builds and I think I should build something in the middle here. Maybe like a tree? A tree would be fire, I'm not gonna lie. This tree looks pretty bad, so I'm gonna just blow it up with TNT. Wait, well, let's blow up my other builds. I didn't pack too much, so I think we're good. Oh. Oh. What the heck? There's some left over. Why am I using a lever, bro? Whatever. Let's just break these. Put some more. And it's gone. Yeah, that's a pretty bad tree. Day 1. Learn about the foundation. Today I learned that everything has to be odd numbers to make the roof look better. And odd numbers are just better in general. Day 2. Learn how to build stuff with different shapes and sizes. Today I'm building a spruce house. While building this house, I'm going to use the knowledge that I got from yesterday and implement it into this build. Alright, so I finished building the house. I might make some tents because they have like a triangular shape. So I think that would help me a little bit with building different kinds of shapes. Alright, so I finished the tent. It looks pretty good. It looks like it has like shading with the gray carpet on the sides. Alright, I'm gonna start building different types of pillars and maybe like a street lamp. Alright, next thing I'm gonna build is a path that curves because it's somewhat a unique shape. Alright, so I basically finished the path. It's not too curved, but it's alright. Alright, so I'm gonna add a little bit more detail to the path because like there's not much detail to it right now. Alright, I'm gonna add torches inside the house to make it look a bit better. This part I started like testing out how to make chairs. And I was low-key cooking with this. So I started testing out different like torch combinations on fences. So like I placed a fence and then a torch and then like a cobblestone wall and a torch. And I wanted to see what was the best, I guess. Best looking one. I also used lanterns after this one, like after I used the torches. Alright, I'm gonna start building a street lamp or street light, whatever you call it. Alright, so I started testing out different combinations with the lantern fence combo and wall combo as well. I think the lantern with the cobblestone wall is the best in my opinion. Okay, I learned a lot today. I built the tents, the path, testing out the experience, like the combos with the lanterns and lights, building pillars, a chair, and a house. That looks pretty good compared to my first house. Alright, day 2 was pretty boring to like build and edit, and probably pretty boring to watch. Day 3, add layering to my builds. Alright, this day was like probably the longest recording because I actually had to like lock in with these builds and like change my style to add the layers, because this is like my first time actually adding layers or trying to add layers. Alright, I'm gonna add a time lapse as usual because this video would be like 2 hours long if I didn't add any of these. This one's gonna be like a minute long though, so. I low-key think I cooked with these builds. I'm not gonna lie, but let me know if it's good or not. Alright, as the camera shifts over to my next build, it's gonna be like I tried to make it a circle, but instead I made an oval. So it's kinda weird. And as the music changes as well, but like, and I tried to make it like look like an underground base or something. I don't know. Alright, I think I did pretty decent with this build. Not the best, in my opinion, but my next build is gonna be like, I'm gonna try to put everything I learned today, only today though, for this one. So I'm gonna try making this one like the best, as you will see in the clip. Alright, after finishing those builds, I just wanted to practice my shapes, so I just kept on building circles. Alright, today was a pretty good day. I built a lot of circles and very detailed walls, or tried to build very detailed walls. Day 4, learn about color patterns. Alright, for the first color pattern, I'm gonna use granite and smooth granite with bricks because I think they look pretty good together. Alright, for the color patterns or palettes, whatever you want to call them, people say like I shouldn't spam the blocks. So I don't know what they mean by that. So I'm gonna just see what's good, what looks good. Alright, I think I like this design, so I'm gonna just keep it. For my next color palette, I guess I'll say, from now on, would be, I guess, like a grayish color, like deep slate, stone, etc. Alright, so I want to organize it by like placing the blocks in front of the color palette, so I know like what somewhat goes together. That looks pretty good. Alright, my next pattern would be a white pattern with pale logs and pale oak planks with diorite as well. I think it looks pretty good, but it's my opinion, so you could have a different opinion. These three are not bad right now. For my next color palette, I'm gonna use light blue colors because, like, if I want to build something with unique colors, I could come to this world or check out what to use. Alright, for my next palette, I'm gonna use stripped birch logs, smooth sandstone, and sandstone, which is, I believe, a pretty good combo for like a desert themed. Alright, for my next palette, I'm gonna use like purple blocks. I'm just trying to think of what to use in any situation. Alright, this is just the end cities combination, bro. But because I couldn't find any other purple block that like matches the purple blocks. Alright, for my next build, palette, I'm gonna use endstone, because if I want to build like a endstone themed build or structure, I'll be able to know what blocks to use. Alright, I'm gonna make another gray, but this one's like a darker version of the first one I made. For my next one, I'm gonna use brown colors. For my next palette, I'm gonna use gold, sand, and maybe smooth sandstone. I've decided to use smooth sandstone instead of the oak planks. Alright, the color palettes on the floors are for the floor, like the floors, like paths. And then for the ones like not on the floor, they're like walls or like different types of design for a wall, I mean. And I'm gonna be using gravel, stone, and cobblestone for this build, or this path. Alright, for this one I'm gonna use red sand. I don't know what else to use though. So, in the next few clips you might see me change it up a bit. So I kept the design with the dirt and the red sandstone. Alright, for the next one, I'ma do another themed pathway. I don't think this is a really good one, but it's something. Alright, so that's all I could think of right now. I might add more, probably not, but I couldn't really think of anything else besides these, like, blocks. So let me know if it looks good, or like, give me some advice to like, change it up a bit. Alright, wait, I'm gonna add an extra block for this one, birch planks, because I think they look pretty good together, because they're basically like the same color. So I might as well like use it. Alright, so this is the entire color palette I could think of right now. Day 5, the final day. Alright, today I'm gonna build the final structure, aka like a house or a town or something, I don't know, and add details to it. Alright, so I went to my color palette to see what blocks I should use for this build. And it's gonna be like a medieval, I guess, I don't know. But it's gonna do something with gray and like spruce wood. as I place these last few slabs, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, or if you just skip through it, please consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video. And this is my first video, so it's kinda bad for editing because it's like my first time basically. And yeah, thanks.